What is up, everyone? In today's video we're going to be showing you my 2026 settings in Fortnite. So without further ado, let's get into it. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Okay, so let's start in the video tab. I got my window mode and window full screen. I feel like that's the best. I can just tab out my resolution right here. VSync off always. My frame rate is 240. 240 is like really good to play on, in my opinion. Like if you have a monitor that's lower, you should definitely get a 240 monitor. On rendering mode, I do think the performance mode legacy depreciated is the best. That's what I use. But obviously on different PCs it could be different. My brightness is at 150. My user interface is just 1. It's nothing. My colorblind mode is off. At first, like just a few weeks ago, I did have it in Trianope, but I do have it off now. My user interface parallax is on, and then my 3D resolution, I don't really understand that, but view distance is far, and then everything else is on low. As you can see, I do have my show FPS on because I like to see how much FPS I'm running. I do have this on plus boost. I think it helps my PC because my PC isn't like a really good PC. So I think that the NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency, it helps it. Now, obviously, let's get into the sound. Let's go up here. This is my sound. You know, music always 0. Sound quality high. 3D headphones, turn that off because you don't want to have like one side of your headphones like it would just mess you up. Trust me. Just keep it off. Okay, let's see. Visualize sound effects. That is one of the greatest settings Fortnite's ever made. I mean, it's great. And then I do have my licensed audio to play. Let's see. Okay. Now here I do have toggle sprint on. Auto open doors. I know a lot of pros have it off, but honestly I do like auto open doors on. Mantle activation is hold jump, and my hurdle activation is press jump. Now let's go into combat. Hold to swap pickup. This is great. So I have this, and I have it set to where I press my scroll wheel down, like I hold it down to like swap a weapon. Because I scroll wheel up to pick up a weapon, but I press it down to change it. My ADS is obviously while held. Mark danger when ADS is off. Auto pick up weapons. I know some pros use that, but I do not like it, so I have it off. Swap fire buttons for pump and dump. I have that on. Don't really know what that is. Preferred weapon slots. I don't really pay attention to this anymore. But I mean, this is how mine is right now. I usually swap it. Okay. Auto sort consumables to the right. I have that on. Simple build is off. I know some people like simple build. I personally do not like it. Turbo build on. I do have my reset building choice off. Simple edit off. I know some people use that, and I know some people use this. I know they use edit, but I do like both. That's off, and then that's on. These two are off because it gives me lower it helps me less delay, I guess. Yeah, and then yep, max FOV. All the replays is off. The delay, it helps with delay. All that off. Let's go right here. I guess it's at the bottom. Reticle on. I do have this on cumulative. I do have this on 125. I do have my HUD scale. I'm actually going to change this to 75. I feel like 70 is really small. Here's all of this. I do have all this on. Got that off right there. Okay. I would recommend in touch and motion to turn like everything you can off because it helps with delay. Now here's my sensitivity. My X and Y axis is 6.4. All that's off right there. And then my targeting sensitivity, my scope sensitivity is 40. Building sensitivity is 110. And my editing sensitivity is 125. Now my DPI on my mouse, it is, let me check right quick. My DPI is 3000, so it is pretty high. I know pros like using like 800 and stuff like that, but I do have mine set to there. This on legacy, all that off. I do use custom diagonals. There's my custom diagonals right there. I do like this a lot. That's off. And I'm gonna turn these off. Okay, now here is my keyboard, my keybinds. I'm gonna go very slow so you can just see them. My weapon slot 1 is C and my weapon slot 2 is X, and then the rest are normal. And then my pickaxe is down here because I have it bind to something else. So then if I press it again, it'd go back to my weapon, but it is bind as 1. So my pickaxe is 1, which you'll see down here. My wall is my up mouse button. My floor is my down mouse button. F is my stairs. Q is my roof. And B is my trap. All this pretty simple. E is what I use to edit. I crouch with shift. Reset building scroll wheel. See right here, toggle pickaxe. That is 1. That's my pickaxe. Now cursor mode, I have this tab because that pulls out my inventory. So it's good to use that. And then all of these are here. I'll just show y'all. I don't think any of these are really important. I haven't really changed none of them. But yes, and then this is controller, which I do have controller settings because I do have a controller that I used to use, but I don't really use it. But here are my settings for it. You can like slow it down or pause it if you need to. I played on the Xbox Series 2 controller. But I think I do have my PlayStation controller plugged up right now. Trying to get good at PlayStation. But that is my 2026 settings. So I hope you enjoyed and have a good rest of your day. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Two things I ain't never seen.